In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the rear brake shoes on your Chevy Silverado. These will be located behind the rear wheel. Let's get started. Using a 22mm socket, remove the 6 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using a 13mm wrench, we're going to remove the 2 caliper screws. Get them both loose before you remove them. Be sure that the bleeder screw is free. If you need to, remove the cap for it. But make sure you can loosen it and then close it back up. Pull the caliper off. Rest it somewhere where there's no tension hanging on the brake hose. Remove the pads from the bracket. Using an 18mm wrench, remove the 2 caliper bracket bolts. Remove the caliper bracket. Remove the rotor. Remove the bottom spring using a pair of locking pliers. Remove the top spring. Remove the adjuster. I'm going to remove the locks for the shoes. Grab the cap. Pull it to the unlocked position. Remove the cap. And remove the shoe. Do the same thing on the other side. Using a wire brush, I'm going to clean up all the contact points for the shoes. Make sure that your e-brake bracket is functioning correctly. You want this to be able to move freely. You can also go in with a wire brush and clean up any of the rust that's building up under it. I'm going to put a dab of silicone around this and then work it in. Use a clean rag and wipe away any extra. I'm going to put some brake grease on all of the contact points for the shoes. And on this e-brake bracket. We're going to take our adjuster apart, put a little bit of silicone on it. Unscrew the other side. I'm going to put a small amount on those threads. Screw it all the way back in. You can clean this with a wire brush if you need to get any of the rust or anything out of it. Install the shoe. Get the pin through the shoe. Lock the cap around the pin. Do the same thing on the other side. Get the pin locked in. Install the adjuster in between the shoes. Install the top spring. Install that top spring into place. Install the bottom spring. Install the brake rotor. Put some new thread locker on the bolts before installing. Do this for all 4 bolts. Install the caliper bracket. Get the bolts started. Snug the bolts down. Torque the caliper bracket bolts to 148 foot-pounds. Install the brake pads. Install the caliper. Install the caliper bolts. Be sure you have new thread locker on these bolts. Torque the caliper bolts to 38 foot-pounds. Install the wheel. Get the lug nuts started by hand. Snug the lug nuts down. Torque the lug nuts in a star pattern to 140 foot-pounds. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.